If you think money only ruins careless people, watch this. Janite Lee did everything right, and it still destroyed her. She didn't lose $18 million partying. She didn't gamble it away. She didn't make one stupid, obvious mistake. She lost it trying to be the kind of person everyone approves of. Before the lottery, Janet worked long hours at a wig shop in St. Louis. Hot lights, synthetic hair, the sharp chemical smell of glue and dye that never really leaves your hands. Long days, low margins, no power, no audience. And most importantly, no one asking her for anything. That's the last moment her life was quiet. Then the ticket hit. And overnight, Janet stopped being invisible. People didn't just congratulate her. They watched her, judged her, started deciding what kind of person she was supposed to be now. That's the first invisible loss of control. Because the moment people feel entitled to an opinion about your money, it's already not fully yours anymore. And don't dismiss this as a lottery problem. You felt this on a smaller scale. You got a raise, you landed a better job, you started making money online, and suddenly the tone changed. Not congratulations, more like, so you're good now, right? Janet didn't disappear after the win. She stayed visible. She donated a lot. Millions pledged to Washington University, enough to put her name on a law school reading room. Money sent back to South Korea for universities. Quiet cash for immigrants who couldn't cover rent or hospital bills. On paper, she looked generous. In reality, she was buying something far more expensive: approval. Think about the last time you helped someone financially. At first, it was a favor. Then it became expected. Then saying no started to feel awkward. Janet's mistake wasn't helping. It was never deciding when helping ends. Then politics entered the picture. She gave over $100,000 to the Democratic National Committee. That kind of money doesn't buy gratitude. It buys access. Suddenly, she's at fundraisers, dinners with Bill Clinton, events with Al Gore, rooms where nobody asks if you'll give again, only how much. And here's the pressure nobody warns you about. Once you're inside those rooms, leaving doesn't feel like rest. It feels like falling. If you've ever built a reputation at work, online, or in business, you know this feeling. You become the reliable one, the generous one, the always available one. And quitting doesn't feel like relief anymore. It feels like failure. Janet didn't get all $18 million at once. She was paid about $620,000 a year. That should have protected her. Instead, it exposed her. The expectations moved faster than the money. So in 1997, she made the decision that sealed the ending. She sold most of her future lottery payments to a finance company for a lump sum. She sold her future to keep her present alive. And you've done a version of this too. You took on debt to keep things looking fine. You stayed in a job you hated because leaving felt worse. You kept saying yes because pulling back would have exposed the truth. Janet didn't sell her future because she was reckless. She sold it because stopping would have meant admitting the moment was over. Most people will do almost anything to avoid that feeling. By 2001, the math collapsed. $2.5 million in debt, over 20 credit cards, luxury car leases, including a Bentley and a Mercedes, a gated home worth over $1 million that would eventually be taken back. From the outside, she still looked rich. Inside, every month was a countdown, not to luxury, to embarrassment. Eventually, the money ran out completely. The expectations didn't. So the donations changed shape, split, routed, disguised. Janet committed bank fraud to get loans. Not to buy things, not to escape, but to keep being the person everyone expected her to be. In 2001, Janite Lee filed for bankruptcy. She had less than $700. Washington University, the same institution that proudly displayed her name, sued her for millions in unpaid pledges. In 2005, Janet went to federal prison. And now look around. Where did everyone go? The politicians, the donors, the institutions. Exactly. Janite Lee didn't fail because she was careless. She failed because systems love generosity right up until it costs them nothing. They applaud you while you're useful. They disappear when you can't keep up. So here's the question that actually matters. Where in your life are you already paying, financially, emotionally, mentally, just to keep people comfortable with your success? Because Janite Lee didn't lose control all at once. She lost it the same way most people do. Slowly, quietly, while everything still looked successful. This is Fortune Files. Stories about money, pressure, and the moment control slips away long before anyone notices. Pay attention to the moment people expect more from you than you agreed to. Always.